What up? I said, what up? What's going on, y'all? Chilling. Another video about sports, NBA basketball. And you know who the topic is, of course. LeBron James. So we're talking about LeBron James. I obviously think he's the best player ever to play basketball. The GOAT, League GOAT, LeBrontosaurus Rex, whatever you want to call him. I think he's the best player in basketball. We're not going to talk about is he the best player in basketball ever. Not in basketball now. I mean ever. Over Michael Jordan, I think he's better. I've seen Jordan play, and I was at an age to understand basketball when I seen Jordan play. I think he's better than any player as of yet to play the game. Just because of IQ, body type, his build. It's not Jordan's fault. LeBron is just a fucking monster compared to him. Jordan wasn't chopped liver either, but I'm just saying LeBron was just bigger, stronger, faster. Everything you can name, he had more than Jordan. Pause, I don't know. The topic that always comes up is, would he survive in that Jordan era, in that old school era? That's always the topic of discussion when we talk, because first people bring up championships. And I'm one of those guys who, I don't judge them by championships. I judge them by skill set, how they make the team better. Jordan definitely made his team better. But the skill set, how they make the team better and stuff like that. Players are never mad at LeBron. Oh, LeBron always wants the ball. Like, you never see that. I definitely seen that with Kobe. Let's talk about, would LeBron survive back in the day? Oh, they were too rough. LeBron cries too much. He flops and he would die. Like, people think LeBron would play in the 90s or something and he'd get fouled and die. Like, they're not factoring that LeBron is bigger than these guys in the 90s. Name somebody in the 90s that was bigger than LeBron at shooting guard, point guard, small forward. Name somebody bigger than him. Even power forward. You can name power forwards, and LeBron is bigger than those guys. LeBron's size, I'm not talking about height. I'm talking about like size. The center's bigger or his size. Shaquille O'Neal, of course, you know. Patrick Ewing and those guys, they were big as LeBron or bigger than LeBron. Otis Thorpe was a beast. He was a big dude. Anthony Mason, that was like, he was like a LeBron type of build, but he wasn't as athletic, but he was a brute. Like, he was a monster. Like, people were scared of him. And with that being said, I think he would destroy Anthony Mason, like, if he had to guard LeBron. You gotta factor in that the people guarding LeBron always have help. That help defense always gets there. As long as they're not in the lane, they can sag off on defense. Back in the day when Mr. Perfect played, Mr. Athletic, Mr. Best, Michael Jordan played, it was a penalty on defense called illegal defense. They took that out the league because of Allen Iverson. Thanks, AI. And you know why they took that out the league? Because Allen Iverson shook the shit out of Michael Jordan. And they said, hey, whoa, this can't be happening to Michael Jordan. Let's put in zone. Let's take out illegal defense and let's let defensive help happen. Now it's help defense all over the place. That's why I always tell people Michael Jordan was a great scorer, because he was so much ahead of time and nobody can guard him one-on-one. And it was a man-to-man league. In Philly, we had a man-to-man league called Randy Woods. I used to salivate when I played in Randy Woods because I knew people had to play me man-to-man. And they would get shit on if they had to play me man-to-man. I only had a problem with the 3-2 zone because I was a guy who played on the wing, and it was always people there, like just standing there like, fuck. But in a man-to-man zone, you can do whatever you want. One guy has to guard you, or if it's a double team, they had to commit right away. Let's look at the matchups that Jordan had to go against. I'm not saying he's better than, well, I am saying he's better than Jordan, but this isn't a him versus Jordan comparison, but this is a him in the 90s comparison. Let's go to those shooting guards and small forwards that had to guard Jordan. All right, here we go. Top shooting guards back in the day. Clyde Drexler had to guard Jordan man-to-man. He wasn't chopped liver, I'm not gonna lie. He wasn't chopped liver. Reggie Miller wasn't like a great defender. He would shit on them. Mitch Richmond was okay, Dumars was okay, but he was 6'4". You gotta factor in these guys' heights. He had to, imagine him guarding LeBron. A 6'4" guy guarding LeBron, oh man to man, nah. Chris Mullin wasn't a great defender. Latrell wasn't chopped liver. John Starks had to guard Jordan. Which goes back to my point. Imagine if guys like John Starks, Joe Dumars, Chris Mullin, Larry Bird had to guard LeBron James man-to-man on an island. Imagine what he would do to the league. I think that zone thing would have been implemented quicker than AI. Nobody can guard LeBron one-on-one. This was a one-on-one league. That's why Jordan, people be getting me wrong like I'm discrediting Jordan, but that's why Jordan just destroyed the league, because no one could guard him. Let me give y'all an example of illegal defense. Like, I wanted to talk about like the top players, like the top small forwards and stuff, but I just think like this guy probably, he could stick with LeBron. Like he would give LeBron a fucking headache. Dominique. See, I don't remember Dominique as being a crazy defender. I just remember him being a crazy ass athlete, you know? But he, like these guys, he would destroy these guys. Man to man. But let's talk about illegal defense. Let me show y'all an example of why Jordan just destroyed everybody and why I know 100% fact LeBron would destroy people, probably get fouled hard. This is what they always bring up. He'll get fouled hard. He flops, he'll die. Like, come on, he wouldn't die. He'll adapt. And he'll knock people around too with his strength. He's like, oh, I could do this too? Look how big I am. I'm bigger than everybody and more athletic. But let's talk about illegal defense. Boom, here's a basketball court. Is it recording the mouse? I don't know, but here's a basketball court, right? And I am going to make this color red. And I am going to make this color blue. Here we are. Basketball court, man-to-man defense, and I'm gonna explain what illegal defense was. Let me expand that. There we go. Illegal defense was X has the ball, right? X has the ball. Boom. That looks like an O. But that's the basketball right there. He has the ball. His man has to guard him one-on-one. That's one person right there, right? 2, 3, 4, 5. This was an isolation play on in the 90s when they let a man get the ball and clear it out. Y'all would hear people say, clear out. Like 4 guys on his team would go over here and play. Like they would go over here and just stand there, right? And as he makes his move, would be LeBron or Jordan doing their cuts, he has to guard him one-on-one. And if this guy stands here while he's here with the ball just dribbling, they will call illegal defense. he has to actually go straight to him or stay with his man, right? So he has the ball and he makes his move. He has to either commit and this guy will cut backdoor, and you know LeBron. That's why man-to-man LeBron will destroy it. Like if somebody commit to him and his guy that's committing off of him cuts backdoor, LeBron will find him wide open or even wide open for a three-pointer. So they will put like a big guy here, you know, cutting backdoor. They will put a big guy here that cuts backdoor. They will put the best ball handler, which is Jordan or LeBron. They will put a three-point shooter here and here, right? So if this guy commits and he stays with him, this guy would just come here and boom, get the pass, wide open three-point shot, right? If this guy, oh, help defense, this guy would rotate, wide open three-point shot. Or if everybody comes, it just would be somebody wide open all the time. LeBron would destroy. Man to man, I don't think no one would be able to guard LeBron or a lot of people. Back in the day, they were not as athletic. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. But they were not as athletic as they are now. And players these days will survive, like the superstars these days. I'm not talking about Van Vliet. You know, Kyle Korver probably would survive as a Craig Hodges type player, Steve Kerr type player. But a guy like LeBron or, I don't know, Durant would get fucked up, but he would adapt, you know? I don't know about a lot of other players, but LeBron is definitely one of them that would survive back in the day. Tell me what y'all think about this video. Share it with everybody.